Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this particular video, I'll be showing you this powerful crypto wallet ledger platform. Alright, so basically this is a platform crypto wallet. Alright, you can see the design comes with amazing feature like swap. You can buy cryptocurrency, you can deposit and stuff like that. Alright, so you see the dashboard is actually beautiful and really nice. You can see the live charts of current rates and stuff like that right here. Alright, so you can see all the pages featured, earnings, scored, more. Alright, so this is actually the front end of this particular crypto wallet. Alright, so let me log in so you can see the dashboard of this particular website. So, alright, so in this particular video, I'll be showing you guys how you can set up this particular website for yourself, how the set is actually work, every single feature on it, right, in this particular video. Alright, so you can either register an account or you can log into your account. Okay, so let me click on login. Once I click on login, I've input my details right here. So now once you log into your account, you take it to this dashboard which you are seeing right here. Alright, so you take to this dashboard which you are seeing right here, which is really beautiful. You can see multiple, see your total balance right here. Alright, so you can see your deposits, withdrawal, swap, trade, all your tokens. You can see different crypto currency right here, the current rate and stuff like that. You can see portfolio breakdown. Alright, see the current prices will get shown right there. Alright, so the first part we'll talk about is let's start from the KYC. Alright, okay, my account is already verified. So alright, so let's go to history. So let's click here, you see all your history. Alright, so this is for trade one. Let's click on the particular one, you can see the receipt of that particular trade or transaction. You can come print receipts if you want. Let's go back to the home page back. Alright, let's go on deposit. When I click on deposit, you can see the crypto address right here. Just to copy that to deposit. So once that has been sent, send the money there, your balance will be credited. You can see different cryptocurrency right here. Alright, so that's for the deposit section. Then for the withdrawal, which is the send, you can choose where you want to withdraw from, put the amount you want to withdraw, and put the address right there. So click on withdraw, and you will withdraw that particular amount. Alright, so let's go back to the home page. Click on swap. Let's click on swap. If you want to swap from one cryptocurrency to another, to crypto, then you put the amount you want to swap, then you click on swap. Alright, so once you click on swap, you can see swap 12 Tron, 12 Doge to Solana. Alright, see the conversion rates right there. Around that here, you can see your balance of every single thing. Alright, so this is the same as deposits. Let's go back here. Let's click on trade. Alright, so if you want to trade, once you click on trade, you click on the particular coin you want to trade. So let's click on Bitcoin. I'll click on Bitcoin. Alright, so loading. Alright, so it's loading the live chart of Bitcoin right here. So you can do some analytics before you trade. Then you can choose to say, okay, it's going to go up, it's going to go down. The duration, the stake, which is the amount. You can put your amount. You can see you're winning. If you lose, you minus 12. If you win, you get 12. Alright, click on up or down, depending. Let's click on up. Once click on it, that trade will be placed. Alright, that trade has been placed. You can see the trade right here is open. Alright, so just have to wait for the timer, then you will know what happened to that particular trade. Alright, so then right here you can see your history, verification, profile, and trend password. You can sign out from here. That is basically how this platform the user side actually works. You can deposit, you can withdraw, you can swap, and you can also still trade. Alright, so next part is to show you the admin how we can control this particular platform. Alright, so now once you log into the admin dashboard, this is what you will see. Alright, you can see total users, total platform balance, fund today, open trade, one trade, which is my trade. You can see recent activities right here. You can see newest user right here. Right, so let's go to the first part here, which is users. Right, once click on users, you can click on manage a particular user. You can choose to apply adjustments. Right, so you can choose that for the crediting. Choose to edit their details and click on save profile. As for users, as for the manager, you can choose to suspend a particular user. Right, so let's go to the next part, which is the KYC. So KYC is this where you can approve your KYC. So the particular user have done their KYC already. You can see the details right here. Alright, so let's go back. In trades, this is where you can approve trade that users have actually done. You can choose to mark it as won or lost. So let me click on payouts multiplier. You can choose to change that right there. So all the trade users have done on your platform. You can see the one that is open, which is this one. The one that's won, the one that's lost, right there. So I have ledger. These are all the um, things that have been happening on your platform. The trade, like a history, the trade, the withdrawals, the swapping, everything that's all the transactions actually going on the platform. Alright, then we have assets. So asset is this is where you can change your assets or you can add new asset. When adding your asset, you're putting deposit address right there, the wallet address right here. So also see have settings. You can change the wallet name, the SMTP name, you can put your logo, support, you can test the email right there. So we also see have email notification for welcome registration, KYC. You can choose to on or off anyone. You also still have my profile. Alright, so for my profile, this way you can just change your password, change your email, and that's for the admin. Alright, so basically this is just everything for this particular platform. Straightforward, it's a crypto wallet ledger platform, just like a normal regular wallet. Alright, it comes with amazing features. Alright, so the next part of this particular video is to show you how you can set up this particular website if you want to set it up for yourself or you want to set it up for someone or for your clients or wherever. This I'll be showing you how you can do that. Alright, so for this you're going to be needing your domain name and hosting. After you purchase that, you'll be given the cPanel logins. Alright, if you don't know how to get your cPanel logins, you can contact us and we'll show you, guide you on how you can get that. Alright, so once you log into your cPanel, it will take you to a dashboard like this. Alright, once you log into the dashboard like this. Alright, so the first thing you need to do is to scroll down and look for file manager, or you can just search for file manager right here. So depending on you, so file manager, click on file manager, you scroll down and look for public underscore HTML, but come right here. You just click on upload. But since I've created the subdomain already for this, so I'll just use my subdomain. This is my subdomain, test one. So just click on upload. But you can upload your into the public underscore HTML, which is the main directory, but this is subdomain I'm using. It's all the same thing. Alright, once click on upload, you just upload the particular file right there. Right, so let's wait for it to finish uploading. Alright, so while that is uploading, let's create our database. So come back here and search for DB, which is database database wizard. Alright, so you put database name, Next step, database username. And for the password, you can click on password generator, copy the password, then click on I've copied this password. But I just want all my own to be the same thing. So I just put this right there. Click on create user. Right, when I click on create user, I will allow privileges. This one right here. You can then click on make changes of next step. So I'll click on make changes. I'll click on make changes to take me here. Alright, so just search for PHP MyAdmin. This particular one right here. Click on PHP MyAdmin. So once click on PHP MyAdmin, let's wait for it to load. Alright, perfect. So just look for the database. Just pay attention to the database you created. You should not see anything here, but depending, just look for the database you created, which is this. So click on it, I'll click on import. So once you click on import, just wait right here. Alright, so the next step, go back here and see if this has finished uploading. It's still uploading. So let's give it some time to finish uploading, and we'll be right back. Alright, you can see it has finished uploading. So you can cancel this and come here and click on right click and click on extract, which is the zip file, extract file. Alright, so once you see this, you just know that the file has finished extracting. So that you reload, you delete this zip file, it's not needed anymore. Right click, delete. So you enter this particular folder, select everything, you move it outside. It's in your own is showing public underscore HTML like this, but I'll just leave my own to my subdomain. Alright, so I'll click on move files. Alright, so once I move the files, you see a folder called SQL. Enter the SQL folder. Double click on this, and come back here, click on browse, and download that particular SQL file already. Click on open, then click on import. Alright, once click on import, while this is importing, let's come back here. Right, so come back here, we're going to see config folder. Enter the config folder. Click on edit. Click on edit. Click on edit. You edit the database name, the username, and the password. That is the one we created earlier. So name, database username, then your password. We go right here like this. Once you are done, you can save. Right, so come back outside. Let's see if there's any other thing. Alright, so that's basically it. Let's come back here. I see this, just know that the SQL has finished importing. So once you follow, if you follow every single step I did in this particular video, you should not have any issue in the installation process. Alright, enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more updates and videos like this. See you in the next one. Bye for now.